We're about to see a freaking Hound and Mountain duel. Hound's gonna kill all the Kingsguard, Queensguard.
Do you hope that he pulls that helmet off so we can see what's going on underneath there?
They're gonna kill off the majority of these. And then it's just gonna be the Mountain, the Hound, and Cersei.
What a terrifying position to be in, though.
Yeah,
you know
I'd say so. Yeah.
Kill him.
Oh god.
Oh!
Damn, he's dead.
Oh. Unceremoniously.
Awesome. That was awesome.
No, Arya's got her.
Mm-hmm.
They just set that up.
Dude, I'm stoked for this.
Oh, that's an awesome shot.
It's kind of a...
That's a screensaver right there.
But the Mountain's got the high ground, just like freaking... Just like Obi-Wan.
He's like, I'm not even pulling my sword yet.
Look, he's burnt like Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's some tough armor. Oh,
break it.
Oh, there we go.
He's gonna give him a hug, watch.
Whoa.
Darth Vader. Ew.
We haven't seen Arya look scared in a while.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Arya's gonna add Dany to the list.
Yep. Arya, you already freaking killed the Night King. You don't need any more glory than you already got. Let somebody else shine. Yeah, the Hound's about to win right here.
You keep saying that.
He's gonna win, watch. He wouldn't draw it out this long if he didn't win.
I like that they keep cutting to Arya, like, experiencing the...
Yeah. They're gonna make it seem like he loses.
Well, this is Game of Thrones.
Yeah. This is the end of Game of Thrones, though. Here we go.
Should we cut around it?
No. You're already dead.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
God dang it! Stop it!
See, I told you Arya's got to kill him.
There we
go.
But the Hound's dead.
Yeah, now he can't see anything. Oh, good. Okay, cool.
He got one eye still, kinda.
No way. Come on.
You gotta chop his head off, Hound. Get the sword. Oh, he's gonna go with him. God damn it.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He's still gonna survive, though.
Yeah, okay. They're gonna land in water.
No, not the Hound, the Mountain.
No, they're
I think he's toast, dude.
That's freaking poetic.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Is Arya gonna die?
No, she's gonna run into Cersei right now.
Dude, no, she's not. There's no way Cersei and Jaime are going out the front
Dude,
gate.
this story is all about the Starks. We've got... They're all going to make it to the end.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. As you say that.
Right?
Dang it, Tom! You just jinxed her!
No, she survived again. This is kind of like... You guys ever seen the movie 2012?
She's alive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, literally on the edge of everything. She does have Ned Stark's haircut. And mustache now.
I'm Indigo Montoya.
Indigo Montoya.
You
Kick
killed
my
my
father.
father.
Prepare to die.
Is her eye jacked up?
Oh, yeah. Dude, all of
She's still alive. Okay.
Dany's
she's
army is just
Yeah,
losing their
she
mind.
got cut or something.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
There she goes.
Oh no.
About to die right here, roasting. Oh, little girl too?
Yep.
The crypt. Here comes Cersei and Jaime. Tyrion's gonna meet them down there. This is what Tyrion wanted them to do, was flee the city.
Surprised Jaime's still like walking pretty well.
God, Cersei doesn't seem like such a bad chick anymore.
Right?
Oh no.
You get buried in the crib.
I want our baby to live. I want our baby to live. Don't let me die, Jake. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. I don't want to die.
You've done some horrible things. You probably should.
Don't let me. Don't let me.
Not as bad as Danny.
Don't look away. Don't look.
Now.
Look at me.
Yeah, only in
Even
comparison.
before this.
Only by comparison.
Danny's done some messed up stuff all... That's right, Jaime can't kill Cersei because of the baby.
Well,
Oh no. No! God dang it.
Well,
Just
we
died.
got that one wrong.
They died together. He actually did go back for her.
That's still, I mean...
Gee, yeah, that sucks.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a fitting ending
yeah,
for them. Then
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, it's really the most.
It's the most human thing.
Your baby dead.
It's really it makes
Yeah.
it makes the most sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like a good
Oh,
romance.
ashes.
Yeah, Danny's chilling now.
She's on her Starbucks break.
Dude, that is wild.
When we started watching this show, did you ever imagine this?
No. There they
Yeah,
are.
I told you.
She was trying to protect her daughter.
Dude, Arya's pissed.
Gotta look at the bigger picture now, Arya. You didn't get your
Oh,
Cersei
little
killed.
toy horse.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, a horse
That's
survived.
weird.
It's Ned Stark.
Yeah, I'm looking for Arya. Are you Arya?
No, I'm your Uber.
Yeah, your horse receiver.
You're medieval Uber.
I'm gonna get you to safety. Your John sent me.
When you call that a moober? His freaking legs are kind of roasted.
This has got to be one of the
Look
last
how
scenes.
beautiful they did that horse's hair.
Yeah. This shot right here is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That freaking
That
lens flare.
is so
Yeah.
fake. That's
Right.
so post-production.
That was definitely a little After Effects.
stupid. Bite her.
Oh, she's doing duck face.
She's gonna kiss it.
God,
How is she not concussed?
She probably is. She's hallucinating this horse.
Yeah.
she's petting like I
A
don't
dead
know,
person?
John or something.
No, that's a dead person.
Oh, she's taking off.
Yeah.
Freaking A, dude. The last scene.
Yep.
Dang, dude. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
That was freaking crazy.
Yep.
I don't know
Yep.
nothing more that you can
Didn't
say
see
about
that
that.
So Tyrion totally died.
No, he
You
didn't.
were right.
Yeah. Dude, freaking. So we got a lot of deaths on that.
No, let's talk about that for a minute. They didn't even explain how he got out of it. It was just like
I'm pretty sure he never went into the city. He probably was like, I'm out of here.
Tyrion's safe. all these bows, yeah, no.
Watch.
Screw it, he's just
Tyrion's
gone.
probably
They all
gonna
just
be
left.
with John now.
Well, Tyrion, I'm sure he never set foot in the city. So once everybody charged in, he saw what was going on. He's like, I'm out of here. So I'm sure he just like dipped.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the smartest people in the whole freaking city right now. Oh.
No, I was like the thing that I hate about the last 3 episodes that we've seen this season, and now it'll be like this tomorrow again whenever I get back to work and we're doing the whole water cooler thing. Is it like, and I feel like this has gone with almost every franchise except for the Avengers. I think people have literally not had any bad thing to say about the Avengers, but it seems like with every franchise as it starts nearing its end, everybody has expectations of what their theory is and how they want it to go.
Yeah.
And see, I view this stuff as history. Like,
Yeah.
the show is just a show. I try not to look at it as, oh, the writers made a mistake here, or I don't like what they did, or da-da-da. This is just what happened, and then here's how the show goes. And I usually enjoy, that's why, like, even with Star Wars, I'm not offended at all by The Last Jedi. I know I'm a minority in that fact, but I feel like there's been a lot of haters and naysayers in these past 3 episodes because now people are getting to the point where like there were people who are on Dany's side, and now they were watching just what we saw turned out tonight, where they finally turned her into the villain, and they were pissed off because this whole time they were rooting for Dany. And I'm like,
well, see, to me, I'm the exact opposite. I've not been rooting for Dany. I've seen this happening for freaking seasons now. Just all this stuff that I think whenever I've always, she first few seasons, she made amazing decisions, building her army, freeing all the slaves, blah, 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 breaker of chains, but I don't know, there are a few decisions that she made, like killing all the cows, which gained, the Dothraki, love, but then that was pretty freaking ruthless. But then you also had and yes, they were the masters of the slaves, but she crucified all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't give them any chance to, like, kneel. She's like, I'm gonna crucify all you guys. But then, like, she started making other decisions, like whenever she came over to Westeros finally, and she made all of Sam's family and all those other people, the Lannisters, kneel, and if they didn't kneel, she would kill them. So I was like, dude, I don't know, man. That's kind of tyrannical, So I've been rooting against her since she's been murdering everybody that opposes her, essentially, which is cool in a way for TV. But
it just shows you like what playing the Game of Thrones can turn you into.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've seen countless characters go from bad to good, good to bad.
Yep.
Freaking Jaime, we hated him in the first 2 seasons, and then that whole thing with Brienne.
Brienne started making you kind of see.
Theon, he started off good. Then
he started out good for like a freaking an episode.
Well, he was douchey. He was douchey, and then went downhill, and then boom, redeemed himself in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you play the Game of Thrones.
That's right. But you know what I love about the consistency of Jon.
You either die the hero.
Jon has been the most consistent.
yeah.
Out of everybody. Oh, and Varys too. I guess Varys has kind of been consistent too.
Yeah.
And I guess Littlefinger too, for the character that he was.
He's going down the checklist now.
Yeah.
It's only Jon, but also this other person.
But Jon,
but Jon's always been pure as snow. Like everybody else, everybody had their ulterior motives for things, and sometimes they were consistent about their vanity and their selfishness, and like
Varys and all them,
right?
Absolutely.
That they were always really for their own purposes. Jon has always been selfless, and always been, and he's
everything has always been for the good of the people,
and he's really had no reason to be that way.
No,
he's had everything against him. He could have been gone.
He even got killed because of it.
Right. He probably took more after Ned than any Stark.
Yes. I agree.
Even though he's not a Stark.
He is. He's half Stark.
Well, yeah,
but
he's
Lyanna
Stark.
Even he says he's not Stark, and I'm like, dude, you're freaking Stark, bro.
When did he say that?
He said that to was it Danny? I can't remember. He said it to Sansa and Arya.
Yeah.
He said he's not a Stark. They're like, you're a Stark, and he's like, I'm not a Stark. And they're like, what? And like, dude, you're a freaking half Stark. It doesn't matter what your name says. Yes, your name is a Targaryen, but you are half Stark. You know what I'm saying? So Lyanna Stark is a Stark.
I think it's funny though how nobody's literally seen any proof that it could. For all anybody knows, the whole thing about him being Targaryen and heir to the actual throne could just be a rumor.
Yeah,
like
a lot about it. Yeah,
nobody's ever like come forward with like proof to go like. Well, even Dany, like, I mean, she heard it from 2 people who she could consider just to be a traitor, and then was like, just took it as truth that he's a Targaryen.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So we just got rid of Cersei and Jaime, right? Okay, so with them 2 eliminated and Dany going crazy, contenders for the throne, just by namesake alone, we got Jon Targaryen, if the word gets out, whatever. But will they put a Stark on the throne? Because you have Tyrion is the only Lannister left. You got Gendry Baratheon is the only Baratheon left. You got Dany, who is Jon, who is the only Targaryen left that's not Dany. So you literally have 3 contenders for houses that have been on the throne. The Starks have never been on the throne. So you have to rule out Sansa and Arya and all them.
I still
are the only three.
It's got to be Jon.
It's got to be Jon. Absolutely, I agree.
It's got to be Jon. First of all, there's no just as just a storytelling basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have survived. They've literally sent them all off in opposite directions and followed them the entire time and kept them alive and have brought them all back together. And not in any of these episodes has a single one died. You've had Jaime die, you've had Cersei die, you've had
everybody around them.
Everybody around them, but all the Starks
and Tyrion.
but
Tyrion has been
Tyrion's a Lannister. Tyrion's a Lannister. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, as far as like the families that we've seen them follow, everybody has had like most of the family die.
Yeah.
Except for
the Starks.
The Starks. Every one of them.
We get rid of Robb and
but of the Stark
Rickon.
children, they are all still alive, and they are all to like.
Except for Rickon and Robb. Those were Starks, and they died. But yeah, other than that, I mean, you're right. Rickon never had anything to do. You know, like he was just like a forgotten Stark. You know,
I've literally forgotten him.
Yeah, he's literally. Dude, I forget his name constantly. Like, there's so many episodes where we're talking. I'm like, crap, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
You know, I've literally had to write in there like this dumbass. You know, and I'll always like I'll literally put that in the edit. Like I'll say and you see he's fumbling, and I'll be like, and there'll be like a little shot of him dying, and I'm like, this dumbass.
It's been so long, I literally don't recall it at all.
Yeah, like I said, it's Rickon, but yeah. So yeah, right now for contenders, you got those like people that are loyal to the Baratheons are few and far between. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, if you eliminate Gendry, I mean, I guess the Lannisters, they could be loyal to Tyrion. You know, so you got Tyrion and Jon outside of Dany.
Well, I mean, so do we still think if you have someone who sits on the Iron Throne and then others do rule over the other lands? So you've got Tyrion would be King's Landing if King's Landing has anything to rule over
Jon
anymore.
the North,
right? Or Sansa in the North.
Yeah.
Since he is Jon's the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, right?
But even, I mean, what sucks is Jon being at King's Landing right now. They've constantly foreshadowed how Stark men don't have good luck in the freaking North or in King's Landing. So if he does end up, trying to settle down in King's Landing, that's not good for him.
Oh, and then you have probably Gendry and I bet Arya's back with Gendry again, right? I mean, she's seen
probably now
like where she wanted to be a soldier and she wanted to go fight, and now that
all that happened, and she's like, no.
I bet she would gladly
I can see that. I hope so.
Go back and rule somewhere else.
Man, this really sucks.
Right?
Yeah. I would love that.
And then Sansa will never win her friend.
Yeah, but what I mean, so Jon would just do nothing.
I think he's going to be on the throne. I mean, just that.
Well, think about this. Well, think about Tormund. Tormund said that you got the North in you, the real North.
Yeah.
So maybe he goes to the real North and just lives with freaking Tormund in them.
That's the other thing too. I really think they sent, because everybody was pissed about the whole him sending Ghost away.
Yeah, I think he returns.
I think they did that on purpose so that they wouldn't end up in this battle, and they have a fresh bunch of people to come back now and fight this war.
Yeah, I can see that. Them. Yeah, like you said, Tormund and Ghost and all them to show back up, and when things are looking bleak.
Yeah.
And kind of like whenever Littlefinger showed up last minute and the Battle of the Bastards, so I could see them showing up. That's why I can also see Daario Naharis showing up for Dany. So in equal company, So because we kind of didn't get closure with Daario and his army.
This is the worst book I've ever watched.
I mean, it was just a straight up full
murder fest.
Murder,
dude,
yeah, murder fest battle.
Sucks.
I mean, like, oh yeah, I remember what I was wanting to say. I mean, it was one thing, at first, like, them saying, we don't want you to, rain fire down. There's going to be so many people that are
casualties.
Accidentally. But then you see all the, like, the Dothraki, the Unsullied, they're killing all these innocent people, too.
Yeah.
So it's, like, even double bad.
That's what I'm saying.
They were done.
Yeah, like how did they, like even Jon's people were going to kill like.
Well,
civilians.
I mean, it shows like there's soldiers out there in like their armies that still just love war.
Well, it seemed to me that John's army was only fighting soldiers. Now, granted, those soldiers had put down their swords.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were soldiers. The
But
Dothraki and the Dothraki and the Unsullied are used to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're used to walking to a town and killing everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was anything for them to go do that.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking, like, I mean, like, psychologically, like, if you're seeing your entire crew, like, if you had a team of people and they're all doing this thing, you would probably join in because the rest of your team is doing it, so naturally you should be doing it. You know what I mean? So I think that's where a lot of it stems from, too.
Yeah, I do
But
like
also-
that John
But yeah,
holding it back.
the one Stark that like singled at that one lady.
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Yeah, like
Because he was going to rape her or
Yeah,
whatever.
or
Yeah, that was
whatever.
pretty jacked up. So
Ki-
I'm glad he
kill her, rape
got
her.
got it.
Yeah, that was freaking crazy. And then the Hound, and we finally got our Clegane Bowl, and they both died. I did not see that coming.
well, at least like it didn't end like Oberyn.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what's been great about all
Almost
these.
did.
I think they've been really good about giving you
Closure.
on everybody in some
Especially
way or
their
another.
deaths, yeah.
And it's like even with like things that you know. We had to go one way or the other with Brienne, right, from last episode. So
Bran or Brienne?
Brienne. We had to go either way with her, but either with Tormund or with Jaime. So she ended up with Jaime. But either way, that was something that had to happen.
Well, it kind of just proved right there that, she'd have been better off choosing Tormund.
Oh. Absolutely, right.
We probably still have Tormund here.
But either way,
You'd have treated her way better.
it made sense, right?
Yeah.
That was the thing that, like, at some point we had closure with her. We had closure with, the Clegane Bowl.
We
had closure with
that. We had
with-
Jaime and Tyrion had their conversation.
right? Jaime
Yeah.
and then Jaime and
That
Cersei
was
died in the
pretty
most
awesome.
like I couldn't pick the perfect way for that to happen.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
think
thought
that's-
Jaime. Yeah, like I said, I mean, whenever I originally had made the prediction that Jaime was going to be forced to kill Cersei, but I was only thinking maybe if he found out, the only way he would kill Cersei is if he found out that she was lying about the baby, because there's no way he would kill what was living inside of her before Cersei.
if he
you know
knew
what
it
I'm
was,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
How was that seeing the mountain again? That was pretty.
Seeing the way he really looks was great.
Yeah.
I've been getting sick and tired of seeing that freaking helmet. I'm like,
I did
show us
too.
the
I
face,
just let
goddamn.
me see his face.
Right.
I like your analogy though to Star Wars because it really did feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a Star Wars moment when he pulled out that
Yeah,
helmet.
it felt like the final battle of Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah.
I got the high ground. What did he say? I love you. What did he say? Anakin. What does he say to?
I love you, Bananakin.
Yeah. What does he say though? He says something like that. I can't remember.
You were the
chosen one. Yeah, that's right.
I loved you, Bananakin.
I hate you.
Bananakin.
Yeah, I'm reading what people are saying through the Mother's Day post. I'm reading what people are saying about Game of Thrones, and everybody's pissy pants.
See,
Really?
told you.
Everybody's pissy pants.
Like they're what? They're mad. at the episode?
they hate the way the writers have started writing
Yeah.
things.
But see, and that's the thing.
I'm okay with it.
The
Right?
one thing said did the writers are. It's like it started out as an epic thing. Now it's just a snooze fest. I'll watch your last episode, but I need coffee to wake me up. I'm like,
How was that?
what
a
show
snooze
are you
fest?
watching, man? Are you watching
Yeah.
the Flintstones or
Yeah,
Game
dude.
of Thrones?
It's like what kind of
This
snooze
is-
fest was
But
this?
this is what I hate about nerd culture.
Yeah.
That's
Or geek
true.
culture. I hate this the most, and I'm like, and I am look. I mean, I have Star Wars shirts for like literally 3 every day of the week for 3 weeks probably.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I am deep in it. I'm like up to here in nerd culture, but I cannot stand my own.
Yeah.
Because we're a bunch of little pissy.
Yeah.
Like and
Everything's gotta be perfect.
And if we get a theory in our little head of how things are gonna go, and it doesn't go that way, and the writers don't meet our expectations of this, we get so pissed off.
You know what's so funny is like I'm a theory nerd too. I love theories, but I'm also like I get so excited whenever they like come at me with something completely different. Like something I can't predict. Like I would love for Littlefinger to be alive, but I would also be okay if he's not.
And me too.
Yeah.
Because you would owe me $1. I
yeah.
haven't forgotten about it.
It is what it is. so,
Dang it.
What? You could have said $10 and I would have told you.
No, I just realized you're leaving.
Is it $10?
No, it's $1.
So you'll never be able to pay him.
$10.
He can
$10.
Venmo it to you.
8 minutes.
Okay. Yes, I am leaving. Yes, that suck. We're gonna be able to see that finale, man.
Yeah.
God dang.
I wish there was a way I could just filter out Facebook posts and be like, I just want to see Game of Thrones crap. Just like, go down the list and see who's complaining. Of the, I think 5 I've read, only one person said that they're doing good. Like, wow, what a great episode, and everybody else is like, wait,
this is why I didn't listen to anybody whenever like Solo came out, because I love Solo,
and
I was like, I don't want to hear.
Just like I remember, like because I watch reactors obviously, and I also watch like movie reviewers constantly. And like that's one of the first things I do whenever a new movie comes out. Like I'd like to see the movie reviews from fans, And dude, like so many Star Wars nerds were like, I'm not gonna give Solo a chance, and I'm not even gonna watch the freaking Episode 9. I'm like, dude, like you call yourself a Star Wars fan, go watch the and dude, and their biggest complaint for Last Jedi, which I'm right there with them. I'm not a major fan of Last Jedi, but there are good things in the Last Jedi that I really enjoy. But dude, their big thing, their pet peeve was like, there's no like Star Wars nostalgia in it. It doesn't feel like it's made for the fans, and it's like, dude, that's all Solo was. The entire movie is made for the fans.
Every moment in there was like a callback to something. Even callback to the prequels of all things. Like
that's what I'm saying. Everything. It's just like, this is what you guys were asking for in Last Jedi. Go watch the freaking Solo movie.
Right.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's so good.
It is. It's really
I don't like the
in-between
ones. Like, I didn't like
Really?
Rogue One.
Dude, Rogue One was
Rogue One
I thought it was boring.
I loved Rogue One.
I thought it was a little overrated. I did like Force Awakens a little
might be
bit,
because
but I still liked Rogue One.
I thought Last Jedi was fine. I walked down and I was like, all right, that was a Star Wars movie. I wasn't like, oh my god, best thing ever. You know, but
granted, Edward does not like unhappy endings. He likes happily ever after.
Very classic.
I love the cinematography, and there was so many.
Last Jedi.
There were so many moments where it was just like, oh my god,
jaw dropping. To me, there's not been a prettier movie. Other
like
than
on Crate, whenever you're above Crate and like the salt, like it's you could. It was a clear indication of how the battle was going, because it was like just blood. It looked like blood.
Everything was like a painting.
Yeah, and then there was like the moment whenever like they went and
really.
How did we trail off?
Dude, so that's what I just noticed. It's like, holy crap, we have.
I rickrolled y'all into this Star Wars conversation. Yes,
that's why you better be like GOT reaction / Star Wars discussion.
Exactly.
But my point being in all that, you can cut out all this. I'm telling future Mike. I am from the past, Mike. But
I saw it twice in theaters.
My point in all that is that, yes, I don't like leading up to all this. Everybody's been like extremely happy with the way Game of Thrones is going. They all love talking about it. And then now, the last 2 weeks, it's just like I come to work and I'm like, oh my god, did y'all see that? Yeah, I'm pissed. I can't believe that so-and-so did blah, blah, blah. And if they did blah, 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 and then it's like, then they start getting into the technical details. Oh, it's too dark, or there's this, or there's a Star Wars. It's just like, everybody's all pissy about it now.
Freaking Star Wars, freaking lazy bastards.
And again, I just see it as history. This is how it went.
Mm-hmm.
And I might not like the outcome, but I don't really fault the writers for where they went.
Well, you're stupid because you're being open-minded. You're not supposed to do that in nerd culture.
Freaking, you're not a true Star Wars or
this is why I don't.
fan.
This is why I don't do cosplay or go to like Comic-Con or stuff like that, because I can't.
They're gonna be like, that belt buckle is not on Jack Sparrow.
Yes, 100%. They'd be like,
oh, God.
The epaulets on this Star Trek uniform they're like maybe a quarter, 1/8 inch off, maybe a quarter.
Yeah. Well, dude,
and in the first season though, these were like a marigold, but this is like a regular gold, and I really think I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's funny. It's funny. It gets ingrained in the children too, because whenever I did Jack Sparrow parties, that's the reason I ended up getting a Jack Sparrow tattoo, because I cannot tell you how many freaking times that kids they would see because whenever I first started doing Jack, I didn't have the jacket. I just had like the freaking the kind of baggy long sleeve white shirt that if I raised my arm, it would fall.
The pirate.
And so they'd be like, "Where's your tattoo, Jack?" And I'd be like, about that.
I washed it off.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like, you do know I'm making minimum wage.
Exactly.
And coming and watching your shitty little birthday party. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly right. So I'm like, well, I might as well go through the freaking tattoo. That's why I ended up branding myself, because I'm like, well, now the kids, little bastard kids, can't figure out what the brand is now.
Your parents don't love you. You're coming home with me tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll show those kids. I'm getting a tattoo.
Yeah, I remember specifically too. There was another time I was doing it was for the YMCA.
My mom disowned me because of this, but
but yeah, it was 400 kids at this YMCA whatever the heck you call it, camp, and I had my cell phone in my pocket, and I'm on this stump, elevated stump, I'm talking to all the kids, and this little girl came and she held up like a rock, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. and she told me that it was a gift. And then so I kind of bent down and I grabbed the rock, and she tells me the story of the rock. And then she looks at my pocket, and she sees the outline of my phone, and she's like, "What's in your pocket, Jack?" I'm like, and the first thing I said, like the first thing that, for some reason, no, yeah. The first thing that came to my mind was like, it's a block of cheese. They're like, ew.
Should have told him it was your compass.
The fact that you have to say this, oh, you are a party palace employee, like. What? First of all, or second of all, because I already did it first of all. Second of all, like, I have watched all those movies. I've never once seen the tattoo, the Jack Sparrow tattoo.
Yeah, it shows up every now and then. You'll see it whenever.
But then a kid pointed that out. Where's your tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids are observant.
Yeah, they really are.
Nerd.
But that's my point, though. Like it gets ingrained in the children so young, especially being born into like this new nerd culture. Like the entire world. Like whenever I was growing up, dude, like we were freaking losers. You know. Now it's just like such a normal thing to love Marvels. You know, Marvel or Game of Thrones
people
or whatever.
love me.
Yeah, totally.
Well, after I graduated.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
This is how you start it right here. You're like,
right. But anyway, so what we do is we rank the episodes based on flintlock. So you say 5 out of 5. Mm-hmm. So you go, I rank it 5 out of 5 flintlock pistols, you know, or whatever you want to do.
okay.
So, but I wanted to kind of flaunt this new thing that I bought.
Oh my goodness.
A double barrel
Don't aim that at me.
flintlock pistol. Isn't that insane?
That's pretty neat.
You guys want to feel feel the weight of that thing.
Can I really shoot people with this?
Totally.
For pretensies.
You need to put some
How's it
flash
work?
paper in there.
Shoot it.
No, the front
Both
parts
of them.
need to be flipped back.
Boom,
You gotta
boom.
pull them really hard.
Yep. It's freaking heavy, isn't it?
You got to really mean it.
Yeah.
Give me your money! Give me your money! I'll put it a little bit more.
Right? Feels nice, doesn't it?
It does. I
Yeah,
wish I had
it's
something
beautiful.
more clever
Oh,
to
the
say.
front of it kind of looks like a dragon's nose, like snout.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'm gonna hurt you really bad.
Like
I could
the
shoot you twice, but I'm not going to.
like
Just kidding.
the dragon from Mulan.
Give me a turn, Edward.
Okay.
I can't twirl this one because
Where'd
of
you
the
get
extra
that?
flintlock at the Renaissance Festival this week.
Oh, how much was it? 140?
$100.
That's not bad.
100
For that
flat.
detail.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the wood.
Those things are probably
Dude, the thing is, dude, just feel the difference of weight. Yeah, right.
Jeez, dude. You got gypped.
Right.
That metal is adamantium.
Right. You gotta put it all the way back. There you go.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
you're, allowed
nice,
to get
right?
you're allowed to get some flash paper for that thing. So
Right. I think it's a beast, man. Yeah, I kind of made all the pirates jealous. They're like, dude, I was totally gonna buy this one. I'm like, yep.
Yo, you should have.
have.
You're like, I spent all of my welfare check on this.
Right. All right. So let's start with Edward. Let's go ahead and hand the bad boy to Edward. So what would you rank this episode?
4.5
4.5. That's the highest
Out of
ranked
5.
episode for Edward.
out of 5.
4.5 out of 5 flintlock pistols.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, he's not going to tell why he didn't give the last 0.5%.
I didn't give the last 0.5% because, one, if you give something straight up 5 out of 5, you can't go anywhere tops that.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
I gotta give it 4 out of 5 because it was pretty good. There's a lot of closure in a lot of the episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't like how Jamie and Cersei went. That was a little. I mean, I agree. It's great that they died together. Sure,
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm.
You know, they started the first episode together. They ended this episode together. I just think it was just kind of lame that they just got crushed by the impending debris.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I thought the mountain and
The
Hound's fight was fine. You know, the way they both went out. I will also complain that getting a dagger straight through your skull, brain, and everything, and you're still like there enough to pull it out and still fight. I think that's kind of crap. I think that should have killed him.
Well, he's like Frankenstein.
Yeah. So he's
still,
kind of
that's-
already dead.
It's magic, right?
I
totally.
wasn't a fan of that. It's just too much.
I understand
But,
that.
I mean, if that's the case, then are all his body parts that are naturally burning and skewed across the city gonna magically find themselves
Actually,
together and keep
If I'm
walking?
not
Like,
mistaken, his head is actually detachable in the book.
well, whatever.
What?
Anyway,
I thought like he was like literally like Frankenstein. But
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could see him walking out of there.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of that.
That's
just,
legit,
That's just too
I mean,
much.
at least
so.
you're like you got a reason. I was
it's
Other
like
than that, I think the fights were cool. Seeing Daenerys become a raging bitch was It was disappointing. I'll be honest with you. Like,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
of course.
I wasn't like, yay, Team Danny, but I was like, oh, she, it's this. See, I was like, it's a story about Jon and everybody. I don't see it as just one person's story or history. It's like, oh, we're seeing Daenerys come about and getting the way, and I was like, oh, maybe Daenerys and Jon will rule together. They'll find this happy medium. Hell no, they blew that out of the water. That is definitely not going to happen.
No.
So we'll see.
Well, not now. There's no way.
But that's
Jon
not a subtraction. I'm
was
just
with her.
saying, like, they had a good route of going the way they're going. But yeah, that's the reason I didn't give it 5.
But it was disappointing.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
I agree.
okay, well, let's see what happens now.
Yeah.
It's not like all the writers are stupid and they deserve to die.
Right.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm with whenever I rank an episode, I always I gotta stop myself from giving it a 5 out of 5, even though I really enjoyed the episode. Because I gotta look back on historically on this show. What I consider a 5 out of 5 would be like Battle of the Bastards, or even Light of the Seven.
That's a really great...
like those 2 episodes were like when I and even like what was that episode, Aaron, where the White Walkers fight Jon, Hard Home. The Hard Home episode where the White Walkers rush in, you see them just mass swarm rolling, and you see Jon Snow block with his Valyrian sword for the first time. Remember that episode? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's what I consider a 5 out of 5. Battle of the Bastards, Light of the Seven, which is the one where Cersei blew up everybody. Those 3 episodes, I would say 5 out of 5. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So those are 5 out of 5. So I got to stop myself from giving this episode here a 5 out of 5 because I don't really consider it as good as those episodes. So I got to stick to my guns and say so it was a clear 4 out of 5. I can't quite go 5 out of 5 because it wasn't a perfect episode by far, but I do like the closure. Unlike you, I did like the closure of Jaime and Cersei. The only thing that I could see, Jaime doing, other than what just happened, was staying with Brienne, and that just didn't seem like it would be something that he would do, So I thought that was poetic in its own right, because, like you said, they've been together since season 1.
Yeah.
So
again, it is.
It's their own little love story.
It is poetic. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I just wish it would have been something a little bit more.
He tried his hand. He tried his hand, and he tried to dabble in some other fruit, but he just realized that that he likes the forbidden kind.
He was drunk.
Yeah.
No, I think he was also. I think he was trying to throw. It's going to sound like a pun. I didn't mean it to come out this way. So I'm going to say that thing everybody says. Excuse the pun. I think he was throwing her a bone. He made her a knight. Mm-hmm. And then he was also like,
he knew that she loved him.
I know how you feel about me, and I think he was also. I think he saw when it would happen with Tyrion that he embarrassed her, and he was like, "No, you ain't going out like that."
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
well,
you
I think it has something to do with that, and also, I don't know. Like when the last words he said to Brienne, I don't remember precisely what he said exactly, but he was talking about how he's a terrible person. He's done all these terrible things, from pushing Bran out the window to killing his own cousin, with his bare hands, to just countless things that are just unforgivable. Okay. Like I said, he's done so many countless unforgivable things. I saw that as he's going to die. He knows going to King's Landing he's gonna die. And I feel like that's his way of just being like saying goodbye to the world.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so I say 4 out of 5. You say 4.5.
I will say 4.7, but
I can't put 4.7 flintlock
yes, you can.
animations.
You can measure it out. You know how it works. Photoshop.
I can barely do half.
All right, 4.5. The only reason I'll say that because I believe you can have as many 5.5 5 out of 5s as you want, right? Because they can all right.
You can.
But
I give 3 episodes of 5.
I will say this. The only reason I'll knock this one down is, and again, not a fault of anybody, the writers or anything. Not that I'm like disappointed, but I do think that
4 out of 5. 4.5 is a terrible score.
This wasn't like the typical like battle where you felt like there was any stakes. Mm-mm. Like once Danny went in and started burning everything, there was no like.
There wasn't a back and forth.
There wasn't any kind of back and forth. It was just like it was
everybody.
It was a slaughter. Everybody was going down.
Yeah.
So I do feel like it was a downer the entire time.
Yeah.
And I
absolutely.
and the things that did happen, even though the Hound and the Mountain were fighting, it didn't end in anyone winning. So the entire thing was just a slaughter. So, and again, I would give it a 4.7, but you can't.
I would even say that when Daenerys finally went and started like killing people, once you saw that first wave of innocent people die, it was just like any doubt was just erased. It's like it's like a light switch, on and off. It's either it's off right now because we don't know what she's doing. Boom, she killed innocent people. Light switch is on. She's in that case. She needs to die.
I knew it was a bad. It was it was bad news for everybody. Whenever we saw, even before she started lighting everybody up, whenever she's sitting there, she's waiting for the freaking bell, and she's just like, you can just tell she does not want the bell to go down. She wants to roast everybody.
Yeah,
like that's what she wants to do.
Even at that point, you still had that doubt. There's
still a doubt there.
What if question? But once she starts killing people, it's done. Yeah. The doubt.
But they were, and again, even from the first, they were like going, here's a reason to hate her. Here's another reason to hate her. Here's another reason to hate her. She's going to do this, and then it became inevitable. Like whenever John, turned her away.
I mean, they opened up the episode with Varys getting burnt alive by freaking.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. That's open the episode, dude.
What's funny is because it was so the battle itself was so intense, you almost forget that first.
Yeah, for real.
5-10 minutes.
It's like, let's go ahead and get this out of the way so we can get this stuff out of the way.
Yeah, right. Because other than that, the whole thing was there, right, at King's Landing. Did we even see Sansa and Brienne at all?
No, they're in Winterfell.
Yeah, they're kicking it. All right, Aaron. Let's see what you got.
What you got, bro?
To explain this, I have to go back. When I was born.
So freaking stupid.
The number? The number?
Born supremacy. You wanna pop on it?
No.
What number?
You might be out of the shot. I don't know.
The number. How many pistols
really
are
tough
you
to
giving
tell.
us?
Let me scoot over this way.
Just kidding.
We might be just
anyways,
You might be over there.
I think.
Wait, Aaron's got a thought.
I'll give this a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5.
So you guys are all 4.5 out of 5.
I would give it a 5, but I kind of feel like I can't now.
Why?
You're too.
Well, I mean, at the very beginning of when we started this, at the beginning of the season, you said, "Don't even ask me." Every episode's going to be what, Aaron? A 5 out of 5.
Yeah, exactly. And now I feel secluded.
He likes to go against the grain.
Yeah. I should have given it a 5.
You can still give it a 5.
No takesies, backsies. No takesies, backsies.
I mean, with his description of it, this it's just it feels like a dirty episode.
I really enjoyed it.
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, we get to finally see Daenerys in King's Landing, but it's not anything what we pictured.
Dude, it's crazy that we saw that shot that we've seen from the first season of the dragon shadow.
Yeah.
Like they use that exact shot pretty much. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Huge, awesome callback.
But 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I can't. I'll pretty much said everything.
Yeah.
This is what I get for being on this end.
That's it. This is the end of an era. We got one episode left.
Episode.
This is it. No more.
So what I'm hoping doesn't happen is a lot of negativity surrounding this last episode or whatever.
This whole season.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. There's been a lot of people that hate on it, but I just don't want that to carry over to the prequel or whatever they do. I want people to be excited for the new Game of Thrones series. I want to be excited. Regardless, I'm gonna be excited for it.
Yeah.
I freaking love Naomi Watts, but
I mean, honestly, prequel's cool, but I guess we'll have to see who survives this last episode.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
It's a prequel.
If Arya survives, I would like to have just a spin-off of just her living out Westeros.
I would like to see John.
We're good.
Sweet. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
If you want to say your goodbyes,
I'll be back next week.
Oh, you're still gonna be posting? Yeah. Oh, well, I guess do we want to say our goodbyes?
You guys want to say your goodbyes? Unless you guys are going to record. I mean, I could totally post
I'm not
you guys on
doing
the
a reaction now. Unless you want to FaceTime me, we can do it that way. Otherwise, it's been fun.
It really depends on you guys.
Well, I'm just glad I got to do this once before.
I know. I was happy to have you, man. It's freaking awesome. Finally got Steve-O in here.
We'll get to do this again in 6 months.
With what show, though?
Well, we can just hang out again.
No, but anyway, well, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'm happy to have my guys here for the final rendition of this. We got one episode left. I'm clearly going to be doing it in Minnesota, unfortunately, and yeah, I guess unless these guys do something, we won't see them again for a while.
I'm not gonna do it.
maybe
I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. Spoiler: I'm not doing it.
Yeah. All right. Well, now you know who really loves you.
You have to call him. Edward, what did you think? Was this a 5 out of 5?
Exactly.
Mediocre. See you later.
He's like, well, I raised the. I didn't raise the bar this entire time, so I could give this one a 5 out of 5.
Because I freaking over.
That's right.
But anyway, yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoy that. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like.
Is it right here? Or is it right
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it yet.
Somewhere in this area.
It's somewhere in this area right here. I think
Click
maybe
the flintlock. Just subscribe.
Shoot the little bell over here.
But yes, anyway, go hit the notification bell because nobody really cares about, or YouTube doesn't really care about subscriptions anymore. So hit that notification bell and yeah, we'll totally see. Well, no, we won't. I will see you next week. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to do a reaction video.
No.
He is.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No.
He is.
I am.
Steven, he's going to do it.
I'll send you one.
Yes. See? Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
All right, guys.
I'm not going to do it.
Valamagulis.
May the force be with you.
Valamagulis.
Hollow.
Valamagulis.
It's Leviosa.